Good afternoon, everyone. Yet another Sunday, 13th of September, 4 p.m. India Standard Time. And welcome to all of you. Good afternoon to India. Good morning to the people in the western side. And good evening to the people in the eastern side. It's me, Sanjay Koul, a speaker, trainer, coach, and an entrepreneur with you today, bringing you yet another episode of The New View. The topic today is very relevant, especially looking to pandemics. The topic today is minimalism. We have a very, very young expert today, about whom I'll talk in a while, on the show. This topic makes a lot of relevance because this lockdown has also taught us a lot of lessons. So with me is, as always, ever young Mr. Harish Mehta with me. Let me bring him on the screen. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to people wherever they are. And we are blessed to come out together again this Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. and happy to share with you a new episode, a new young, lively, chubby, bubbly little girl. I've known him for a while, and she has got some great talent, and I'm sure she will live up to the reputation that she is building every single day. And she is very close to me for the last couple of months. And I'm so proud to introduce Aanchal to this platform today. And I'm sure she will give you some great thoughts, lessons. And remember, even young people can give a lot of lessons to old people. So never ever feel that youngsters have little knowledge. I am proud to say they have more knowledge than us, especially me at my age. And I'm so happy and proud that she is joining us today and sharing her life of the last few years that she has grown, and more from her before I know lots about her. So looking forward to listening and sharing Aanchal Jhunjhunwala with you today.
Amazing, amazing. And I agree with you that, we need to learn, and children are the more experienced teachers actually than us. And I believe that the biggest factor with children is, or the younger generation, is curiosity. There's a lot of curiosity because they're quotient about the question why. That why is much higher than when we grow up and grow older. We think we are wiser, but actually the difference is why. And I'm sure. So today, Aanchal Jhunjhunwala. Aanchal Jhunjhunwala is a consultant, speaker, and an author on minimalism. Live life completely simple. We always keep on saying life is always simple, but it is very difficult to keep it that way. And that makes much sense to bring in Aanchal today when she is talking about minimalism. She is a chartered accountant by profession. And somewhere down the line, she found that coaching, teaching, and writing is her real passion. And that reminds me of my time when I also was in IT industry, in a corporate industry, and suddenly I found, okay, this is my passion, let me follow the passion. So she believes in simplicity and teaches, that is her expertise now, that she teaches people how to have simplicity in their life and how to live life completely simple. She has spoken to the audience across the globe, across various platforms. Today, she'll be speaking on major 4 aspects, which she loves to call 4 golden nuggets she is going to give, is how to build deeper relationships, how to deal with mental mess, how to increase your productivity, and how to declutter your space. And, sir, you will agree with me, this lockdown has virtually taught a lot of things which is relevant to today's topic. So let me bring in Aanchal. So welcome, Aanchal, to the show. You need to unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Harish ji, for having me here today. I'm so excited to be on this platform. Right. So,
Amazing. Welcome, welcome. Would you love
yes,
to tell the audience? They know that I am based in Delhi. Mr. Harish is based out of Mumbai. Where are you right now?
I am in what I like to call the heaven of India, that is Sikkim. So, I'm
Oh,
amongst
wow.
the mountains, green trees. It's a very beautiful place to be locked down in.
Fantastic. And our dear audience, it's quite a good effort from Aanchal. We know the infrastructure is not there as great as we enjoy in the metros. So she is, please bear with the quality of audio and video today. And let's enjoy the show. So, Aanchal, all yours. Today, what does minimalism mean actually?
Yes, this is actually the question, Sanjay, I get asked wherever I go, right? Ki bhai ye
Mhm.
minimalism hai kya? Right? So let's straight address the elephant in the room, minimalism. And
Hmm.
I love to talk about practical definitions, okay? If you go
Right.
and Google or if you go and check the Oxford Dictionary, I don't know what definitions they would say, but what does it mean practically when you're trying to use it in your life? So,
Hmm.
as the term goes, minimal and ism, I break it into two halves. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, minimal means less, and ism, what I like to call is lifestyle. Okay. So, a
Mhm.
lifestyle with less is what minimalism is all about. So yes,
Okay.
I love experimenting with this concept, and I have found my purpose in helping other people in adopting the concept of living their life with less.
Amazing. And how would you love to? Because I could correlate with a lot of learning during recent last few months.
Hmm.
But when there was not this situation, and I'm 100% sure that soon we'll be out of this lockdown situation or this challenge, how
Right.
relevant will this be going ahead?
Right, right. That's a very good question, Sanjay. And I know where this is coming from because a lot of people who already knew for the last couple of years that I speak on minimalism never really paid attention on this concept, okay? But in the last 5 to 6 months since the lockdown hit, they are like, okay, Aachal's concept is very relevant today. And I know
Mhm.
6 months down the line, when things go back to normal,
Mhm.
maybe life will start hitting us back, right?
Mhm.
However, here's one research, okay, that the people who have faced lots of challenges during this lockdown phase emotionally do not have strong pillars of relationships. They
Okay.
have too many attachments, okay?
Mhm.
So you know, there's one kairos moment in your life that is enough to change you, and there are people who have experienced this kairos moment in this lockdown phase which has changed them. Of course, not upside down, but yes, many of them, because of the uncertainties in the job environment, in the business, right? Yesterday, you were doing lakhs and crores of rupees of business. Today, you're very uncertain whether you're going to have that sense of income. So people have started questioning, and I am sure, I believe that this change in the mindset is here to stay because many of them have been shaken from inside. They're experiencing their kairos moment right now.
Right, right, right.
Right.
Very important. Harish, sir, your views on this?
I know she has lots to share. I want her to use maximum time today. She also knows that I love speaking and I can speak for hours. I am so happy that I am getting a chance to show her on this platform to my people and our people. So I want her to address those four things that you mentioned and how much in detail we can get into those four pillars that she wants to speak about. And thereafter, I want people to engage with her and listen to her responses to the queries because we look at her from different positions when we look at her at our PSAI Mumbai chapter. And now I want her to show all her wares to the people on this platform. So, Aanchal, over to you and take your time and explain and go in detail every pillar that you choose to talk about.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much. Thank you. Right.
So, audience, so here is today's speaker expert for the day, Aanchal Jhunjhunwala. She is a specialist on minimalism. She'll be talking and basically touching upon four important topics. One is on the relationship, mental mess, your productivity, and decluttering your space. Now, before Anchal takes over the entire screen and next few minutes, I am bringing in a little bit of surprise element in today's show from today onwards. I'll be flashing towards the mid of this program my WhatsApp number. If you have any question and you want to ask your question live across on the screen, please WhatsApp me your number. I will send you the link where to join in. We will love and encourage people to come live on the stage. And I know there's a lot of passion in the people to speak about public speaking. So today the new view is we will be giving you a platform to come face the camera, face the screen and come live. And that is the new view because we are going to have definitely the digital movements in our life lifelong. So here is Aanchal Jhunjhunwala. All yours, Aanchal. All the best.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Harish ji. Yes, I am so passionate about this topic, and whatever time you give me, I will try to make the most of it. You all have joined me on this Sunday evening, and I want to encourage each one of you to keep putting in the comments whatever your questions are. And as Sanjay has actually given you the opportunity to come live and interact, ask your questions, so please take advantage. I would love to interact with you guys, answer as many questions as possible in the time that we have together, right? So we started with the definition of minimalism. I briefed you that minimalism is all about living with less. Yeah. Now, less means what? What should be reduced in our life? Well, let's get straight into the point. Reducing things which you don't enjoy, the mental stress that you don't enjoy, the bad food that you put inside your body, which really hampers your health, the bad behavior that you have, which hampers your relationships, right? So, decluttering is a process that we use to live a simple life. Now, a lot of people, and some of you might also have this question in mind. Achal, are you asking us to get rid of all the modern facilities that we have, take sannyas in the mountains and live life like a yogi? No, I am not saying that. What I'm saying is just try to minimize the decisions that you have to make every single day. Now, I love to give the example of Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg. I'm sure you guys know these two biggies in the technology field, right? Have you ever noticed what kind of attire they carry? What kind of lifestyle they live, right? When you see their public appearances, it will become very clear to you that even if they're wearing branded clothes, they're not spending time on fast fashion. They're not spending time on deciding with this tie, which top will go, or with this top, what pant will go, or which accessory will go, etc., etc. They are dressing simply so that they can focus their time, their energy, and their decision making capacity to the bigger things, to the things that matter, right? And the concept of minimalism is focusing on just that, right? Now, to give you a brief of where I am coming from, okay, as a qualification, I am a chartered accountant. And while I was studying for my CA exams, I started isolating myself, okay? Because, like any other chartered accountant, like any other CA student, I wanted to crack my exams in the first go, okay? So, let me take you a few years back, right? In my teenage years, when I was preparing for my CA exams, I isolated myself, distant myself from all my family members, from my friends and relatives, and I used to spend my time only in the library, working tirelessly to clear my exams in the first go. I attempted my exam and I was desperately waiting for the results. But when the results came, I had failed my examination. I got so frustrated with myself because I had attached so many expectations. The people around me had so many expectations and they were pressurizing me with the definition of success. At that moment of failure in my life, I felt this is the end of my journey. I am not successful. So, might as well go and end my life. At that time, I used to stay in Mumbai. I went onto the 16th floor balcony of my house, and in the middle of the night, I was looking down, wanting to jump and end my life. It's interesting that fear sometimes saves you. And this is how my audience likes to say that Aanchal Jhunjhunwala, a chartered accountant who once wanted to take her life by suicide but lived to share her story. So here I am because I was so scared to take my own life that I decided maybe I can try this some other day. So I was so mentally upset that every night I considered a new way to take my life. And I was waiting for some miracle to happen. One afternoon, while randomly scrolling through some YouTube videos, I came across a TEDx talk, a TEDx video. And those 18 minutes changed my life forever. It was on the concept of minimalism. Now, by nature, I am a person who loves to give it a try to any new opportunity, to any new challenge that is thrown my way. So I decided when the entire world is running behind that modern definition of success, a big house, the latest mobile phone, fancy car, and oh my God, so many foreign trips, right? That is the modern definition of success. There are two American gentlemen talking about simple way of living and finding a purpose which is bigger than yourself, bigger than these materialistic pleasures of life. And I decided I want to give this lifestyle a try. This was 5 years ago. And that day and today, I have been experimenting every single day on this concept of simple living, on the concept of minimalism. Initially, yes, I did make some mistakes. I got rid of the stuff without really working on my mindset. Okay. I just decided, okay, the excess things that I have in my house, I will grab everything and I will just throw it away. But 6 months later, I saw the entire clutter creeping back inside my house again, all over again. And I reached back to level zero where I had started on this journey. But I decided, let me start working on it again. And this time I started working with the physical stuff on my mindset as well, right? And slowly and steadily, I started questioning every little thing that I have in my house, in my life, every relationship that I have, every place, every activity where I was spending my time, right? So I started questioning all of that from a mindset perspective. And I started getting better responses. I started getting better results. And that's when I realized that it is all about strengthening your mindset, right? Now, how many of you here, okay, feel free to put in the comments, okay, if you have ever been to the gym or you know someone who has ever been to the gymnasium, right, gym, to train with those weights, right? You know that on day one, if you decide, I want to lift 50 kgs of weight and build my muscle, you know in 3 days time you are going to quit gymming because it's not practically possible. It's just your first day. So same concept applies in mindset, in minimalism. Now, a lot of people ask me this question, Aanchal, how do I declutter my relationships? Aanchal, how do I declutter my sentimental clutter? I am so attached to these things. So I say, do not try to lift 50 kgs of weight on day one. Instead, start with lighter weights first. Train your muscle. Once it's big enough, once it is strong enough, that's when you will start getting comfortable to lift that 50 kgs to start decluttering the challenging stuff from your life, right? So this is really the background, the foundation, and I speak about it in much more detail when I talk live one-on-one with my clients. However, for all of us, this is the background, right? Now, talking about the four golden nuggets that I am here to share, okay? So, I will be talking about how you can declutter the space that you have. Now, look around, okay? Wherever you're sitting right now, whether in your living room, in your bedroom, in your office, or there are many people who join, while they're traveling also, even in the lockdown phase. So, wherever you are right now, just look around, okay? And try to see the mess around you. Now, understand that the mess that you see around you is often a reflection of the mess inside you. It's the mess that you have inside your head, right? So if you're feeling that, oh my God, why is my office so messy? Oh my God, why is my house so messy? Well, it could be a reflection of what you're feeling inside you. Okay. So, what we're going to do is going to work simultaneously on both the things, on the physical environment, on the physical clutter, and on the mental decluttering, on the mental mess, because they are very, very related to one another. Okay. Now, the biggest question, the funniest question that people ask me, okay, Archel, you're talking about mess, how do I organize the stuff that I have in my house? These stationery, my clothes, my shoes, my accessories, how do I organize all of this? My answer to you is get rid of most of it. That is how you organize your stuff in the best possible manner. Yes. And the simplest way to do is with this analogy. Ask yourself, can you survive without drinking soft drinks, without drinking those fizzy drinks? I like to take the example of Coca Cola. Will you die if you don't drink Coca Cola? Obviously not. You'll not die. You'll still live to tell your stories, right? But what if I ask you, will you live or will you die if you stop drinking water? Well, obviously the answer is that you will die. Same goes with the stuff that you have. Every stuff that you have, you need to use this analogy, whether this is Coca Cola in my life or whether this is water in my life. Like, for example, I have five different pieces of garments of the same kind. I need only one piece to survive, right? That is my water. But the four X's could be my Coca Cola in life. And if I get rid of it, I will not die. And secondly, if I get rid of it, it will be beneficial to me. Now, what are the benefits, right? Well, the benefits are getting more time for what you want to achieve really in your life. Now, as a qualification, I am a chartered accountant, but does that restrict me from following my passion of speaking? Does that restrict me from becoming an author? Does that restrict me in any way? No. But that's only because I have found that my real purpose in life is not just serving as a chartered accountant, but serving to the greater cause of humanity, to help people to simplify their complex lives, right? So when you declutter your environment, this is the benefit that you get. You become closer to your purpose in life, right? Second, we are all struggling, right? After the lockdown phase or before the lockdown phase, that we do not have time. We're all struggling in the metro cities. There's no time to exercise, no time to catch up with friends and family, no time to take care of your health, no time to spend in upgrading your own self, your personality, your skills, or to pursue your hobbies. Well, decluttering will reduce the burden from your shoulders, right? It will make you take care of less number of things in your life, which will in turn give you more time at hand. The, so that is the third advantage of decluttering and minimalism. The fourth big advantage of decluttering and minimalism is you earn more money or save more money. Okay. So now I have clients who save lakhs of rupees. Okay. Because they have decided to postpone their buying decisions, or they have decided to really say bye bye to that very decision of purchasing that new car, that extra investment in a dead real estate, which they're never going to enjoy. Okay, instead utilized that money to travel, to really enjoy their life, visit their friends and family, explore, attend these training programs, etc. So, yes, you save a lot of money. And trust me when I say this, when you start on the decluttering journey, you will see there's so much clutter in your house. You can sell most of it and earn some money. Okay. So, yes, that is one another big advantage of decluttering. And finally, the fifth big advantage is improved health and relationships, which is one of my favorites. Okay. Now, when I was studying for my chartered accountancy, I was sitting the whole day, stress eating, emotional eating, and really compromising on my relationships by removing my frustration on them and not interacting with them, not giving them that love and affection that they deserve. So that is something that happened with me. And when I set on to the journey of minimalism, I started realizing the toxic things that we put inside our bodies, the clutter that we put inside our bodies, right? The harm that we do, the extra weight that we have, right? As compared to what is healthy for us. I started questioning that as well. And I started reducing that clutter from my body. And when I did that, my mental state started improving. I started feeling healthier, fitter. I started feeling happier, right? If you would have met me 5 years ago, you would have seen me. But today, wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there are sessions that I do for the international audience, even in the middle of the night, right? Because of the timing differences, I am as fresh because I have found my purpose. I have found happiness, which is away from the material definitions of success. Okay. So I have started feeling healthier and happier, and that is definitely affecting my relationships, right? I am a social butterfly. I am known as the bubbly person in any forum that I go, and I was introduced similarly today as well. And it's all because of minimalism. It is all because I have reduced those burdens from my shoulder, right? So here's one sentence that stuck with me when I started my journey on minimalism. Okay. Being successful will involve some modern facilities, but really feeling successful will involve happiness and peace of mind, right? So, what do you want? You want to be successful or feel successful, right? And if you want to go on that journey of being successful and really going and feeling successful, minimalism is the bridge that can cover that gap, right? So yes, this is the foundation. This is the start of minimalistic journey that I wanted to share with all of you. Sanjay, do we have any questions? I would love to answer if there are any, or else I can continue
Uh,
nuggets.
I don't see any questions yet. Viewers, you're watching us. If you have any questions, please post it in the comment section. We'll highlight them.
All
And
right.
also, as announced, if you want to come live, that is where I'm flashing my WhatsApp number. Just WhatsApp me your number. Just type in, OSLAAST live there. I'll bring you on the screen with your question.
All
So,
right.
Aanchal, I really connected with what you spoke about. Sometimes, typically minimalism is, I'll give you a very simple example. Earlier I had a normal laptop bag, which comes with a laptop, right? So it is sufficient enough to keep my notepad, my writing pad, a diary, and maybe a mobile chargers, couple of chargers. Gadgets growing, the chargers are also growing. Then I felt, okay, I need a little bit more space. I bought a bigger bag.
Mm-hmm.
After some time, I felt I still need a bigger. So I bought a sort of an, what do you call it, an overnighter sort of a thing, that also goes on a trolley or something.
Oh,
And one day I realized, that's why I was connecting with you. One I realized I'm carrying so much of stuff. What basically I need is just a laptop and one writing pad. That's it. So I don't
absolutely.
have my, oh yeah. You see, today my bag is hardly this sleek, which will hardly have one diary, one pen, and my laptop. That's the purpose, right? And like you said, look around you, how much stuff we have gathered. Actually, we do gather so much of stuff in our lives. And then we carry, and then we say, oh, how heavy is my laptop bag? How much
Absolutely.
space I am less with, even buying a one bigger house with additional, accommodation. Still, after sometimes our cupboards are less, storage is less. I fully resonate with you, Mr. Harish. Your comments, quick comments.
I loved listening to her story. Today, Amitabh Bachchan is talking about setback to comeback.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
A new series is being launched in KBC.
Uh-huh.
So I love the word she said. I was about to leave, and here I am surviving and creating a new life for me and sharing the new me with the world. And the more I share, the more I am creating a peoples around me who would resonate with me and would love to be a part of my new community. So, what I feel is she has so much to give now, and she's so young, she needs to write her vision year on year, not the 25 years that we used to talk about. It's maybe vision for the next 6 months. By that time, a new vision is going to be created.
Yeah.
And she has so much to offer because this knowledge, this way of expressing yourself at this age is required for people who are around her age. And I would not say how old she is. Let her speak for herself because she is young enough to be old enough. And she is old enough to be young enough.
To be young enough.
That summarizes everything. And I am also doing one liner, so this is one liner that she's going to carry with her. So much to offer to the people, and I want her to stay focused on delivering this single message: minimalism, minimalism, minimum. Minimalism is the new mantra, and I think the world should be surrounded around that. And the more you speak about that, the more you go deep, the more you go wide, the more you will stay there, and people will remember you a long, long time. That in 2020, there was a girl by the name Aanchal Jhunjhunwala, and she taught us one word: minimalism. And today, as years have passed by, maybe 10 years from now, look at where she is globally and how popular this word has become, which was just coming up in those times. So, this is, I bless you, and I'm so fond of you, you know it, and would love you to go distances and keep sharing. Keep sharing your message, and I am proud to say the universe will give you much more. Keep giving, keep giving, keep giving. The universe will give you much more. This knowledge needs to go to people at your age and people older than you so that they can look at material desire is one, knowledge desire is two, and how you share the knowledge with the world is more important. The more you give, the more you have should come out. And I'm proud to have you in my life, Aanchal. Bless you, bless you. Thank you.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you so much.
So,
Yes.
Anchal, here's one question for you. It is coming from Anil Goswami. The
Yes. What
question
is your
is, what is your take on more and more acquiring awareness, knowledge, and not utilizing it in action? How do you compare it with the materialistic world?
That is an amazing question, Anil. Thank you for asking that. And I will actually quickly narrate an incident that happened in my life, which is exactly talking about this, right? Acquiring awareness and knowledge and not utilizing it. Now, there are two perspectives to it, okay? And I agree to some extent with both schools of thought, okay? Now, one school of thought talks about getting as many degrees as possible, okay? Just keep getting degrees after degrees, whether it's valuable to you or not, okay? The second one talks about focusing for one purpose and doing whatever is required to achieve that one bigger goal, okay?
Hmm.
Now, why I agree with both the thoughts to some extent is because both the schools teach you something. Okay, now when you're actually going ahead and taking lots of degrees when you're studying, okay, you are actually expanding your horizon and you are becoming a student for your entire life. Now, I met a gentleman a few days ago, and he told me, I want to live for more than 100 years and I want to die in an examination hall. Okay. So
Hmm.
I was very inspired and impressed with their understanding. Okay. And I understood that this person is actually a student for his entire life. So what happens is, with age we start becoming very rigid. We start becoming attached to our own opinions, to our own expectations and thoughts, right? But really going back to the student life helps us to open up our mindset, to open up our horizons. Yeah. So that is one perspective which is very, very important. Now, the second, which is very connected to this, is when you want to really go and take knowledge, even though it may not be useful to you right now, but if it is aligned to your bigger purpose in life, okay. Now, I'm a chartered accountant, but if I'm going and studying finance today, it is not aligned to my bigger purpose. My bigger purpose today is minimalism. It's training, developing the individual. So if I'm going and studying psychology, if I'm going and studying NLP, okay, so that is aligned to my bigger purpose, even though it may not directly impact me right now. Okay. So yes, I believe that knowledge is something where you should not restrict yourself. You should keep learning, keep challenging yourself. However, try to align it with one big purpose, and not just for the sake of that pseudo definition of success. Ki, okay, this person has 10 degrees, but the moment that person is opening his or her mouth, you understand the level of competency and knowledge. Okay, so that should not happen. It should be aligned to your bigger purpose, is my feeling. Then it's not clutter anymore, then it's vision, right?
I'll just enhance to what Anchal said, Anil, is there's an saying, be a river, not don't be a reservoir.
Right.
More it flows, more you gain. If you become a reservoir, you're putting a lid on your learnings, on your capacity. It's about capacity building. So if people who are just gaining, learning, and not sharing and not going beyond, it's something like they put a cap on them, their own life and capacity. So I'm sure Mr. Harish will agree or say something on that.
The more you share, the more you care. The more you grow people, the more the world grows. And it's important for us, all of us, to keep giving, sharing, caring, and the world will respond back to you by giving you much more. And I
Exactly.
believe you will attract more of what you want and less of what you don't want every single minute of your life. So it's important for you to look at it that you keep
Mhm.
giving, giving, and giving. And I love this word, abundant. So I've
Mhm.
chosen to use it with me as long as I am alive. I'm happy to share because abundance is always flowing and giving, and it does not restrict you or stop you from sharing, caring, listening, learning, and growing not only yourself but the people around you. So I'm proud that this has come up today, and so happy that Aanchal is giving and sharing her thoughts. And I'm sure people are listening on this would love to know more and would love to be knowing, listening more from Aanchal, and get in touch with her. She has some great wisdom. I am proud to have her very close to me. You say proximity is power. Yes, we are both powerful together. I must share that. Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Just on that, if I can add one thing, when Harish sir is talking about giving, right? Yes, and he lives by that. He gives so much that you feel, oh my God, he is really abundant, right? And I have this amazing concept of rich mindset and poor mindset. Now, a
Mm.
person only who has a rich mindset can give something to someone. Okay. Now, people who are really looking to hoard stuff, that okay, whatever it is, just give it to me. I want all the free samples. I want to squeeze the last drop of the lemon. When there is a crisis, I should be the first person to get the relief material. I should get all the bonuses, etc., etc. That's a
Hmm.
poor mindset. Okay.
Right.
And people who adopt minimalism are fortunate that they can experience the joy of a rich mindset. Now we often try to associate rich and poor with the financial status, with the money the person has in his or her bank account, right? The properties or the net worth of that individual. I am a chartered accountant, and I've spent my years making people's balance sheets, right? So that is how we judge one another. However, we fail to see what their mindset is, where are they coming from. There's a research that talks about people feeling poor in the richest community because they're comparing their versions of Mercedes. Okay, that I have the older one and he has the new one. So even the rich amongst the rich are feeling poor because of a poor mindset. Okay.
Hmm.
And when they're coming back to their mansions, as I like to call it, they are there sitting miserable. So what good is that mansion? What good is that Mercedes? What we must focus is, even though you stay in a mansion or a Mercedes, you should have a rich mindset. Okay.
True.
Or if you're staying in a 1 BHK or a hut, it's all about having that rich mindset. Remember that when a millionaire gives a 2,000 or a 20,000 rupees donation, it's okay. But when a financially poor person gives a donation of 200 when he himself is struggling to feed his family, that is more valuable because his mindset is rich, he's happier in his life, right? So yes, what Harish sir is talking is, I connected with having a very, very rich mindset.
True, true,
Yeah.
true. We have a regular viewer, Preeti. Preeti has just commented, learning is an ongoing process. Thank you, Preeti, for being on every show with us. That's great. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Anil. It's a pleasure always.
Thank you.
Okay. Preeti sent you good wishes.
Thank you, Preeti. Thank you, Anil.
Great, great, great. Yes, you are right, Anil. Those who don't share will have a waterlogging. We know where the waterlogging will happen, and it's not good for them. It's everybody ultimately is their life, their choices. And during this pandemic, also, a lot of people made choices to take it as a paid holiday, vacation, or whatever, watch more television and gossips. A lot of people, a lot of serious people who are working on themselves got this an opportunity to enhance their skills and work on themselves more. So while we are here today, like we said that we'll bring in the live questions. So I got one request, but I sent the link. I don't think the gentleman is there any responding. Let me check. Okay, so I'm not sure. So every Sunday we come at 4 p.m. and from this Sunday we'll be introducing you. We'll be sending you the link. There's the viewer can directly come into the on the screen. And in fact, this is a big opportunity for the people who want to become public speakers or have an hesitation to talk to people, or in fact want to come and join the screen and share their valuable thoughts with us on the topic with the speaker of the day, or have a question to the speaker, can be directly addressed. That is one. Two, another surprise for the viewers. So we at OSLAAST have started from next, of course, Aanchal, sorry for not from this episode, from the next episode, the best question will get a gift
Oh,
from OSLAAST Consulting. The best question will be selected by the speaker, and the gift will be couriered to you.
Sanjay,
So,
I have a question today for Aanchal.
yes, sir.
hmm.
Aanchal, I sell dreams, I talk about dreams, I talk about realizing your dreams. I want you to share and let it be recorded today. Where do you see yourself? 12 months, 24 months,
Mhm.
36 months, or beyond? Can you see yourself? Is my question. And I want to record it this episode today. What you see is what you become. I believe in that. And this moment I've chosen to express this to you. I will live to see what you will become. And I want you to speak that today. Let the youth today, let the people who are listening or will listen this recording in my fraternity, in our fraternity, and the world, that this is what she chose today, this evening, 13th of September 2020, at the New You show. And look at her today, how she has gone much beyond that, is my vision, is my thought. And I want you to do a deep dive and share it with your heart and mind in sync. And I know this is going to trouble you for a long time till you achieve and surpass it, because inside I am a coach. So that coach comes out somewhere or the other. And I want to
Right.
see it happen. So,
Absolutely. Thank you, Harish, for asking me this question. Um, the more I am speaking about this, I start believing in this, okay? And this is something I'm telling myself every day for the last few months, that my only one vision is I want to transform 1,000 new lives every day, right? Reaching out to the same people. Yes, of course, I love my tribe. I will always be there for them. But reaching out to 1,000 new people every day, and OSLAAST is definitely one of the platforms that will be helping me to do that. So, reaching 1,000 new lives every day and transforming them is my vision. So, that is why I am working day and night, and that is my only purpose.
Fantastic.
great.
Fantastic.
Super.
Great,
Wish you
great.
the very best. And may you keep learning, growing, and enhancing lives by the minute, and stay in touch with them, be with them, feel them in the mind. Share your mind, share your joy, share your happiness, and this connectivity needs to grow, and
Hmm.
your community needs to become bigger, larger. And I see a lot of communities globally being a part of the Les Brown team, being a part of the John Maxwell team, being a part of the Action Coach team, and also being a part of the leadership team with my dear guru, Marshall Goldsmith. And now in India, we are creating our own teams, and Aanchal and me are together in that team. Blessed to be a part of this community of growing people, and happy to have you today on this platform. Happy to know, listen, learn from you, and may God bless you and empower with you all the strengths you need, and you need to outgrow it soon so that people look at you. Bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Harish ji and Sanjay. It is my privilege to be a part of this community. Thank you
So
so
there
much.
is a question, Anil has been asking. I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of people, basically, that is a question which we usually ask everyone, that how to reach you. For the viewers who want to reach Aanchal, there is a way. One, her cell number. I know that you will not disturb her just for other reasons. So that's the cell number. It's better to follow her on Instagram. That's her Instagram handle. And there's a Facebook group which she runs as the Decluttering Tribe. It is amazing stuff there. Please be there on Instagram. Please be on her Facebook page. You will learn a lot. And she is very active on responding to all your queries and to the tribe. She calls it a tribe, right? So that's for the anything. Let me check. Okay.
Just from that, make sure to answer the membership questions if you're joining the Facebook group, the Decluttering Tribe. So yeah, that's just a way we filter you. We want you to take action. That's the only thing.
Awesome. Great. So there's a comment from Arushi. Aanchal is an enthusiastic and passionate. Her persona symbolizes the fire. I've been pursuing this area for the work to. See, you have a lot of fan following.
Thank you, Arushi. That's really kind.
Great.
Thank you.
So amazing. Thank you, Aanchal, for your time, and especially, and I thank the infrastructure team there who allowed you to stay for internet so long, non-stop. So God bless. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Sanjay. Thank you so much, Harish ji, for having me. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. So that was the topic on minimalization today, sir. We could connect with a lot of things what we also as trainers and coaches keep on telling. Basically, the idea is about the mindset and declutter yourself.
Sanjay, it all starts here.
Exactly.
And the earlier you look at that space, the wiser you will become. I've been listening to a lot of great people. Why do we do what we do every single minute of our life? We have a choice to do and get the results we want. And life is all about results, not about reasons. And we know it very well. People live here or there. They have a choice to live in scarcity, to live in poverty, to live in negativity, and be there and enjoy that space, because you will find only those people there who enjoy that and clutter themselves.
True.
So very proud to listen from her how to declutter your mind. And I'm proud at this young age, she has some knowledge, some great knowledge to share. And the power of expression that she possesses, and she's been doing this for some time. And I must share, she's growing every single day. So I want each one of the people who are going to listen to this recording, declutter your life, declutter and live the life that you deserve. And you deserve an abundant life. Change yourself. The earlier you do it, the easier and better you will become. And there is no harm. There's no harm in reaching out to people to get that information, that knowledge. Invest your time, energy on money, where you can learn quicker, faster than on those pizzas and cold drinks and those burgers, which will not only spoil your health, but also not in a position to look after your mind. So go ahead, make those decisions today and reach out to people who can declutter you and change your life.
Fantastic. So the audience, those who had been with us last episode or the before, actually we announced in the last episode that we are going to have a session, a 2 days workshop on 9th or 10th of October 2020. It is the executive learning session, 2 days exhaustive workshop. Trust me, this is being taught to the global leaders, and that's why we believe they are the leaders, what the leaders they are, and we get inspired them and we follow. They definitely do something else. Their studies are something else. That is what me and Mr. Harish have learned. We have spent dollars, we have traveled miles to learn all this. And we don't hesitate now to bring the same to you in your own time zone, in your own country. And here we have this 2 days workshop, which is on strategic thinking and execution planning. This is a very extensive. Please, if you are at a senior level, do consider this. This is a very powerful program. 2 days, 6 to 9 p.m., where we'll be talking about sustainability, predictability, stability, consistency, and emotionally connected, and which will make you to the leadership level which we all desire to be. So just a reminder, the tickets are on. You can go to OSLAAST.com and go to the webinars. You will find the new view webinar. Again, I repeat, please do not get confused with the webinar talk show. There will be a webinar and talk show. Please go to the webinar page, book your seats, give me a buzz, give me just a call. I'll give you a secret coupon for the early birds, a very deep discount. So any words on this, sir?
I just want to share with those people, when you learn in life, you grow in life. And I wish to share my learnings and Sanjay's learnings to the leadership in India, to the leadership outside this country of mine, now global leadership. It's an opportunity for each one of you to listen, learn, grow, both as an individual as well as a business owner. As a leader, you need to create future leaders. And unless you grow to become a great leader, you will be not in a position to create future leaders. That's why we have chosen on the topic of leadership. I have been doing one-on-ones for the last 9 years, group leadership, and Sanjay has been doing the same. So today we thought it fit to share this message of 5 disciplines that leadership and organizations need to do towards strategic thinking and organization building. And I promise you, you will love it and you'll be happy to be a part of this program. And we're going to keep doing it month on month. That's where we promised each other. And there are limited seats, so grab it today. And time and tide wait for no man, remember. And my favorite quote, which I say, it's in your moments of decision that you design your destiny. So please go ahead, look forward, and design your destiny. Looking to see you, meet you, and share with you the joy of leadership today, tomorrow, and beyond. Happy to see you at the program. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Harish. Aanchal dropped out. She was running on the time. She had to hop into another meeting. Thank you, NLG. You have been so kind to keep connected. Thank you, Preeti. And that's all what we have today. Thank you, sir. It was, as always, a pleasure to having you along with me today. And we look forward
I am blessed to have you in my life, not only on Sundays, but 24/7 every day. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So that's all for today's New View show, viewers. We are here bringing you the next episode next Sunday. And trust me, the new speaker is very exciting. The new speaker has a lot of experience, and the very favorite topic, especially going around this time, the next session is on parenting. The next session is on parenting, and who else the better expert than Riddhi Doshi? Most of you will be knowing when it comes to parenting, it's Riddhi Doshi. So you can go to her Facebook, LinkedIn, read about her, and join me next Sunday at 4 p.m. on What's in, What's Out, the new norm of parenting. So till next Sunday, see you. Take care. Take care. Bye.